Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at these new e.l.f. products that I got. And yeah, I thought you'd be interested in a wear test and to know how these work, if they're good or not. I've already primed my face, not my eyelids. I want to do that with this concealer today because one, this doesn't match. And two, I want to see what the Camo cream's going to be able to do on its own. I like this, but it doesn't go with a lot. I tend to use this all by itself, just under my eyes, spot conceal. But this is the Camo CC cream, and that is the concealer. So you can see why I'm not going to be using it as a concealer today. But if this does what I think it's supposed to, then I shouldn't need a concealer. But I am going to prime my eyelids with this concealer. And I already know that I am making some people very upset because I haven't got my hair pulled back, but I don't want to mess with my hair, okay? It took me a while to get it looking like this. And this isn't the greatest. Boy, I used too much of this. This is second day. I just woke up hair. I need a haircut. So, it is what it is. If I get foundation in my hair, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry I ruined your day. Gosh, I kind of like that on my eyelids. I really do find that this concealer, it does pretty darn good. I'm just going to take a translucent powder and go over my eyelids. This happens to be Hourglasses, and just to set that, especially from the crease up. I'm not going to hit my eyelids with it, but from the crease up I am. So these are their two new little bite-sized kind of palettes, and they're the mint ones. As you can see, I've had my fingers in them. I do think I'm going to use this one today, but I'll probably dip in here for a little extra. This one here is called Meant to Be, and this one is called Mint Chocolate. Of course, if you look at these, you can see why in the world I couldn't resist. Come on, how well do you know me? Let's go ahead and take a look first. So I'm going to swatch Meant to Be on my hand. There they are, right there. And I'm probably going to come and get this one for my tear duct at least. Now, I've not worn them yet. Just a first impression on swatching. These don't feel as good as the regular bite size, but we'll make that call once we get them on our eyes. That's all the swatches from the two palettes. So I'm going to come right into that lighter brown shade. Picks up pretty good. Just tapped in there a couple of times. Let's see what she can do. Barely touching my lid. I like that. Going to be a pretty good transition. Now I'm tapping. Just tapping where I've already been. I would do one eye one way and one eye the other, but I can't guarantee you that in a little while I'm not going to go out because I need to exchange some candles that I didn't like the scent of. I don't want my eyes to be really different from each other today in case I actually go out. What was it I had on the other day? I'm still just deepening that up. It's a slow, deep build, and I like that. It's Sydney Grace, that's what it was. I had on some Sydney Grace eyeshadows the other day. And, oh yeah, because I had filmed a look. And I went into Macy's at the Lancome counter to pick up a couple of samples of the Absolute Powder because my friend Mel and she keeps telling me, Mary, try Pesh. Try Pesh, because you guys know I like golden, which is pink. I had thought I'd tried it before, but I wanted to see. So I went over there to get those samples, and the Estee Lauder counter girl and the Lancome girl were both there, and they were saying, oh my gosh, your eyeshadow is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. What eyeshadow is that? And I knew they weren't going to know, but I told them. I'm like, it's Sydney Grace. And they're like, huh? Then later I went over to MAC, and the girls in there were two of them in there. They were like, oh my gosh, your eyeshadow is so beautiful. What is that? I'm like, Sydney Grace. And they're like, huh? I'm going to take the mint green color and come I mean, that's why you buy this palette, right? Not for the brown. You buy it for the mint greens. So we're going to put the mint green right here in the middle of my lid. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Then I'm going to tip that brush over, and I'm going to come into the other palette, Meant to Be, and get that lightest shade. Let's see what that do. Oh, that's going to have fallout. Okay, so, whoa. I don't know that the camera is picking up that difference, though. I mean, it's definitely more sparkly, and I can feel the fallout hitting my face. So you're going to have to be careful with that one. See, look what I did there. Can you see I just smeared it? When we go in this time, I'm just going to pat down in there, blow that off, and come over here and see if that does any better. It's coming out everywhere. I've got it all over the place. And I've got a dent in there too. She's very, very softly pressed. If you don't want fallout from that shade, I would suggest getting that wet, which we could actually do with the new setting spray. This is the Stay All Night Micro Fine Setting Mist. There's a ball bearing in here. I'm going to get it on the brush, and then I'm going to spray it. That's a really fine mist. Smells like straight up alcohol is what it smells like. Let's see what's in it. Okay, the first ingredient is water, and then denatured alcohol is next. Yeah, you're really going to smell alcohol with this. Yikes. I'm going to come back into the chocolate palette and get the dark, whoa. Get the dark chocolate, and let's just tap and see what's going to happen. Pretty pigmented. That didn't take much. Oh my gosh, you guys, can you see all of the glitter that's all over my face? I mean, it's like I got a glitter primer on now. I am a fairy. I have fairy dust everywhere. Oh my goodness. I'm going to show you guys on camera what I do. You know these rollers that you get lint off of your clothes with? Yeah, I take one of those and I tear off a piece of tape and I run it all over my face to get all the sparkle off, and that is getting a ton of it off my face. Enough that I feel like I can go ahead and move forward. I tend to not come underneath my eyes because that's really delicate under there. So I'm just barely tapping, trying to get a little bit off, but I'm not going to press there. This one here, ooh, it's pretty, but dang. For all the trouble it would cause, I would just stick with this one in the chocolate palette. That's what I'm saying. So I have this in fair. Here's what it says on the front of this. As you notice, it says color correcting, full coverage, natural finish, collagen, peptides, and niacinamide. And let's give her a go. It's got a pump here. Of all the sponges that there are, of the ones I've tried, this one here, I really love this thing. It holds up. It's got the right amount of squishiness to it. Whoa, that's one pump. It is a little bit more fair than what I thought fair was going to be, but I can definitely make this work. I'm going to be careful coming up underneath my eye. That one pump has done pretty good. I'm going to put about half a pump on this side and see what we get. I'm anxious to see how it covers up the imperfections that are on the left side of my face. Since I don't have on my glasses, when I look over in that monitor, in this mirror, it looks like a flawless application on my face. Later when I get my glasses on, I'm probably going to see that it's not as perfect as I think. But from what I can see right now, this is some good stuff. But we don't know. How long is that going to hold up? I really do like this foundation from e.l.f. But that foundation, it's got like a 4-hour wear on me, and then it starts breaking down. I am going to take their setting spray, even though it's full of alcohol, and look at that mist. I got plans for you, baby. And pat her in here and come into my Fit Me. This is the Sigma F50, and if you tend to go heavy-handed with powder or face products, use a stippling brush. Use a duo fiber stippling brush. I'm going to take a little smudger brush here and let's come into this greenish color here in the Meant to Be palette. And I'm going to come underneath my eye. Let's just see what that does. And we'll use the other color I was wondering about in the Meant to Be to come from the tear duct and meet up with this. Just going to bring it into this first shade of the Meant to Be because I want to see, does it have a lot of fallout too? That color doesn't seem to show up that well at all. That was the one that gave me concern, by the way, when I was swatching. Let's try the matte, that light green matte, and see what it does. I mean, this is as concentrated as I can get it with this little liner brush. I'm going to use that shade and come into my waterline. And I don't expect it to stay there long. Okay, just saying. But the water in your waterline mixed with this shadow will create a liner. So this one here, the Meant to Be, I don't like that one very much, but I do love this one. I'm going to put on my mascara and I'll be back. Here's a look at my skin at its starting point. And we will go through this day together to determine whether or not I would wear this on the regular. Obviously, it didn't cost enough for me to worry about taking it back, but, you know, let's just wait and see how things go. I'm going to tell you right now, I will not use this. I may pour it out and use this bottle to spray my Lancome, which after this far down into is now starting to spit out big droplets, which is why I didn't want to buy it in the first place. In any case, this, like the other e.l.f. setting spray, has a very fine mist. Lancome, if e.l.f. can get this right. But I don't like this. I don't like how this smells. Straight up like hairspray. This smells like hairspray to me. It is strong. So I would stick with their other setting spray. As I've already said on these, I don't like this. This shade doesn't show up. This shade is beautiful, but so all over the place. I can get the same beautiful look with this shade here. If you wanted to pull off a matte look, these two would be really good, but I mean, I just don't feel like I need to keep this. This, however, is nice, and I really do like this one, and I think it created a beautiful look. I'm going to hold real still and let you examine my face. And I'll be back in a little while so that you can see how or if it's deteriorating on my face. Okay, it's been 4 hours. Nothing has changed. That eyeshadow held longer than I thought in my waterline, that pale green. So this is how we are looking. Okay, we are on the 8th hour now. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, we did it. 12 hours. So let's have a look and get it off. As per usual, I am just going to take off the foundation and I will get the rest of it when I wash my face. Yeah, I'm pretty amazed. Look at that. I give this Camo CC cream and all of its benefits a big thumbs up. I hope you guys know that you are the best part of the Fritzy family. And if you are not having a blessed evening, day, whatever it is for you, then yeah, just go be a blessing to somebody else. Watch that turn around. Until next time, love you, see ya. Bye. And I'm out.
I prime my face, get makeup on, and all that jazz. This is the flavor. This is a shade. This is the flavor. It's just the flavor of the week. Actually, I'm doing this whole video because I wanted to cheat on my eyebrow pencil and use e.l.f. I don't make it a habit to cheat with elves. Okay, so let's take our brush and dip, right, dip, 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 dip. Just tapping where I've already been. Ben, the eyeshadow just blends so well. Ben, my hair is moving, can't you tell? She's free falling all over my face. I can't lie, I do love these buds. I don't know if this is picking up or not. This would be... There you are, Peter! Oh, Peter, there you are! Tape on, tape off. Tape on, tape off.
Since we've got it, let's get the gray hair off of me. Because I'm always shedding like a dog.
I don't have my glasses on, so to me, looking in that mirror, woohoo!